Yeah. So in the previous class, we have discussed regression lines of y on x and x on y. So today I will discuss what is regression coefficients, what are regression coefficients, what is the definition of regression coefficients, and what are the properties of regression coefficient. There are some properties are there that I will tell you today. Okay. So before that, first you have to define what is the regression coefficients. There are two types of regression coefficients. First one is regression coefficient of y on x, and second one is regression coefficient of x on y. So already you know y on x regression equation and x on y regression equation. Already we have done that proof. So just I will write y on x regression equation. So what is the y on x regression equation? You got y minus y bar equal to, already I have done this proof. So byx into x minus x bar. So after that you got y minus y bar equal to covariance of x comma y by, I think sigma square x you got. Sigma square x you got, I think. Okay. And then you have applied R formula here, R equal to covariance of x comma y. So already I have done this proof. Covariance of x comma y by sigma x into sigma y. So from this I have calculated covariance of xy, that is nothing but R sigma x sigma y. I have substituted, then what you will get, y minus y bar equal to R sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. Because this value is nothing but R sigma x by sigma y, R sigma x sigma y, sigma x get cancelled, so R sigma y by sigma x. So what do you mean by regression coefficient? Just now I have told. So two types of regression coefficients are there. First one is regression coefficient of y on x. So what do you mean by regression coefficient of y on x is nothing but the slope of the regression line of y on x. P is called slope. So the slope of the regression line of y on x is called regression coefficient of y on x. So it is denoted by byx. It is denoted by byx. So what is the byx formula you got? So byx formula is nothing but you can write covariance of x comma y by sigma square x. Otherwise, you can write R sigma y by sigma x. R sigma y by sigma x. Okay. So how many types of regression coefficients are there? There are two types of regression coefficients are there. First one is regression coefficient of y on x. So what do you mean by regression coefficient of y on x? The slope of the regression line. The slope of the regression line of y on x is called regression coefficient of y on x. It is denoted by byx and is given by byx equal to covariance of xy by sigma square x. Otherwise, you can write R sigma y by sigma x. So this is the first definition. So regression coefficient of y on x means, what is the definition of regression coefficient of y on x? The slope of the regression line. This is the regression line of y on x. The slope of the regression line of y on x is called regression coefficient of y on x. It is denoted by byx. And what is the formula for byx? Either covariance of xy by sigma square x, otherwise R sigma y by sigma x. R sigma y by sigma x. Similarly, regression coefficient of x on y. So regression coefficient of x on y means what you will get now. Regression coefficient of x on y is nothing but regression coefficient of x on y is denoted by byx. So what is regression coefficient of x on y? The slope of the regression line. B is called slope. The slope of the regression line of x on y is called regression coefficient of x on y, and D is given by covariance bxy equal to what is the formula? Covariance of x comma y by sigma square y. So that means what you will get, R sigma x by sigma y. R sigma x by sigma y. So these are the definitions of regression coefficients. So what do you mean by regression coefficients? There are two types of regression coefficients are there. So first one is regression coefficient of y on x. Second one is regression coefficient of x on y. So how will you define regression coefficient of y on x? The slope of the regression line of y on x is called regression coefficient of y on x. It is denoted by byx. And what is the byx formula? Byx formula is covariance of x comma y by sigma square x. Otherwise, sigma R sigma y by sigma x is the formula. And second one, what is the second one? Regression coefficient of x on y. So regression coefficient of x on y means what? The slope of the regression line. The slope of the regression line of x on y is called regression coefficient of x on y. It is denoted by dxy. So what is the bxy formula? Covariance of xy by sigma square y. Otherwise, simply R sigma x by sigma y. So these are the definitions of regression coefficients. Okay. So now I know the definitions of regression coefficients. Now I will go for properties. There are some properties are there of regression coefficients. So one by one, I will tell you the properties and I will tell you the proofs of the properties. Okay. So first property number one. So first property number one. So what is property number one? So property number one, first property, the geometric mean of the regression coefficients. The geometric mean of the regression coefficients is the correlation coefficient. What is the first property? The geometric mean of regression coefficients. The geometric mean of regression coefficients is equal to correlation coefficient. Otherwise, is correlation coefficient. Is correlation coefficient. So this is a statement of the first property. What is the first property? The geometric mean of regression coefficients is equal to correlation coefficient. So you know how many regression coefficients are there? How many regression coefficients are there? Two. What are they? Byx and Bxy. You know correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient is denoted by R. Suppose A and B are two values. What is the geometric mean? How will you calculate the geometric mean? Root over AB. So you know, suppose 4 and 16 are the two numbers. How to calculate geometric mean? Root over 4 into 16. Suppose -4, -16 are two numbers. How to calculate geometric mean? Root over -4 into -16. So similarly, what is that? The geometric mean of regression coefficient. That means in place of A, what we have? Byx. In place of B, what we have? Bxy. So geometric mean of regression coefficients is correlation coefficient. That means what you have to prove? Write down. That is R equal to plus or minus. That is R equal to plus or minus root over Byx into Bxy. This you have to prove. If you prove this one, then you can say the geometric mean of regression coefficient is equivalent to correlation coefficient. I will tell you when you have to take plus sign and when you have to take minus sign. Okay, so this you have to prove. If you want to prove this one, I know only regression coefficient definitions. Just now I have discussed regression coefficient definitions. So regression, how many types of regression coefficients are there? Two types of regression coefficients, Byx and Bxy. I have given the formulas for Byx and Bxy. Okay, so write down the solution. We know that regression coefficients are denoted by Byx and Bxy. We know that regression coefficients are denoted by Byx and Bxy and are given by next line Byx equal to, what is the Byx formula? R sigma y by sigma x. Just now I have told the formulas, you can use any one, so I will take this one. So Byx equal to R sigma y by sigma x. What is the Bxy formula? Bxy equal to R sigma x by sigma y. So this you have to prove. If you want to prove this one, you can consider LHS. You can prove that is equivalent to RHS. Otherwise, you can consider RHS. You can prove that is equivalent to LHS. So I will first consider Byx into Bxy because I know Byx formula, I know Bxy. Just I will do the multiplication. So that means, therefore, Byx into Bxy. So what is Byx? This is R sigma y by sigma x. What is Bxy? Bxy is nothing but R sigma x by sigma y. If any terms are cancelled, you can cancel those terms. Sigma y, sigma x get cancelled. So finally, what you are getting? R square equal to Byx into Bxy. R square equal to Byx into Bxy. So therefore, finally, what you have to calculate? You have to calculate R. So R is nothing but plus or minus root over Byx into Bxy. R equal to plus or minus root over Byx into Bxy. That means what is that? The geometric mean of regression coefficients is equal to correlation coefficient. When you have to take plus sign, if both the regression coefficients are positive, suppose Byx value 0.2, Bxy value 0.6, both are positive. If both the regression coefficients are positive, take the plus sign. If both the regression coefficients are negative, take minus sign. So alternative is not possible. That means if one is positive, one is negative is not possible. I will tell you why it is not possible. Either both the regression coefficients will be positive or both the regression coefficients will be negative. Alternative is not possible. That means if one is positive, one is negative is not possible. I will tell you that property also. Okay, so that means when you have to take plus sign, if both the regression coefficients are positive, then you will take this plus sign. If both the regression coefficients are negative, then you will take minus sign. So this is the first property of regression coefficients. Okay, so we'll move to the property number 2 now. Property number 2. The first property we have completed. Next, property number 2. Yeah, property number 2. So property number 2 statement is that if one regression coefficient is greater than 1. If one regression coefficient is greater than 1, then the other must be less than 1. So this is the second property. What is the second property? If one regression coefficient is greater than 1, the other must be less than 1. You know how many regression coefficients are there? Only 2 regression coefficients are there. So what is property number 2? If you take any one regression coefficient is greater than 1, the other regression coefficient must be less than 1. That you have to prove. So that means what you have to prove, that is, for example, I will assume b by x is greater than 1. You can take any one, either b by x, otherwise bxy. So I will assume that b by x is greater than 1. Then what you have to prove? Then you have to prove bxy is less than 1. If I consider b by x is greater than 1, then you have to prove bxy is less than 1. So that is the meaning of this statement. If one regression coefficient is greater than 1, the other must be less than 1. That means you can consider this one and you have to prove this regression coefficient is less than 1. Okay. So it is given. You can consider this one. One regression coefficient is greater than 1. So what I have assumed? I have assumed b by x is greater than 1. Okay. Right. Solution. Assume b by x is greater than 1. I have assumed b by x is greater than 1. So if b by x is greater than 1, then 1 by b by x is less than 1. I will give an example. Suppose if 4 is greater than 1, then 1 by 4 is automatically less than 1. Same concept. b by x is greater than 1, I have assumed. Then 1 by b by x should be always less than 1. Okay. So by using this, what I have to prove? I have to prove that bxy should be less than 1. So if I want to prove this one, already I know the property number 1. What is the property number 1? Property number 1, geometric mean of regression coefficients. Is equal to correlation coefficient. That I will know. So right up. That is like next line. We know that all of you know correlation limits. What is the correlation limits? -1 is less than, r is less than or equal to 1. That means minimum value is -1 and maximum value is 1. So I will use this condition. I know that correlation should be less than or equal to 1. So right, we know that r is less than or equal to 1. So this implies if r is less than or equal to 1, then you can write r square is less than or equal to 1. R square is also less than or equal to 1. Now I have already proved the first property. From the first property, what you got? R equal to, you got, I think, b by x into r square equal to b by x into bxy. This relation you got in property number 1. Regression coefficients, if you multiply, you will get r square. So that means you can know r square is nothing but b by x into bxy. Now see this one. This is r square. So r square value is nothing but b by x into bxy. So that this employs b by x into bxy less than or equal to 1, since r square equal to b by x into bxy. So property number 1, you got this relation. In property number 1, I have proved you got the relation r square equal to b by x into bxy. So that is the reason r square is equal to b by x into bxy. Now what you have to show? You have to show bxy. So I will kept bxy this side. I will send this b by x this side. So that means what you will get? This implies bxy less than or equal to 1 by b by x. bxy less than or equal to 1 by b by x. But what is 1 by b by x? 1 by b by x is 1 by b by x value is less than 1. 1 by b by x value is less than 1. That means finally what you are getting, therefore what you got? bxy is less than 1. bxy is less than or equal to 1 by byx. So what is 1 by byx? 1 by byx should be less than 1. Less than 1 means what is the bxy value? Bxy value is less than 1. So what you have to prove? If one regression coefficient is greater than 1, the other must be less than 1. That means b by x is greater than 1. I have considered that one. b by x is greater than 1. I have proved bxy is less than 1. bxy is less than 1. That means property satisfied. So this is property number 2. I hope you understood. So we'll go for property number 3 now. Property number 3. I will go for property number 3 now. Property number 3. Property number 3. So what is property number 3? Regression coefficients are, statement is regression coefficients are independent of change of origin, but not scale. So property number 3. What is property number 3? Regression coefficients are independent of change of origin, but not scale. This similar property we have discussed in correlation also. Correlation properties of correlation coefficient we have discussed. There we have discussed correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale. So correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale means I have shown that Rxy equal to RUV. This already I have done in correlation properties. One of the property of correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale. So origin means in place of x you have u, in place of y you have v. This is origin. Origin is not changed. Scale is nothing but multiplication. What is the multiplication value here? 1, 1. So scale is also not changed. So property number 2 or 3, I don't remember. So property number, properties of correlation coefficient. We have discussed this property. Correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale. There you have proved Rxy equal to RUV. So origin is not changed. Scale is also not changed. But what is the property here? Regression coefficients now you have to consider. Regression coefficients are independent of change of origin, but not of scale. You have to prove this one. So for proving this one, so this relation already I have proved. So there I will consider whenever origin and scale is there, you will consider that u equal to x minus a by h and v equal to y minus b by k. So that these x and y are variables, a, b, h, k are constants. So from this you have calculated x u value. So that means the x value. So x equal to hu plus a, and similarly y equal to vk plus b. And after that simplification, you are getting what is the result? You are getting Rxy equal to RUV. You are getting this result. Finally, you are getting this result. In that derivation, you got sigma square u equal to h square into otherwise sigma u. Simply sigma u equal to h into sigma u. Sorry, sigma y equal to sigma x equal to h into sigma u got, and sigma y equal to k into sigma v. You got these relations. So in that, while doing this proof, so you have to consider u equal to x minus a by h, v equal to y minus b by k. You will simplify that. In that, you will get sigma x equal to h into sigma u, sigma y equal to k into sigma v. Finally, you are getting Rxy equal to RUV. So I want to use these results in this one because regression coefficient formulas, you know what is the regression coefficient formula? Dyx equal to R sigma y by sigma x, and bxy equal to what is the bxy formula? R sigma x by sigma y. So in this, I want sigma x value, I want sigma y value, I want R value. So R value don't change. R value, R equal to R only because origin is not changed as well as scale is also not changed. So Rxy equal to RU will get. Only thing is I want to use these values, sigma x value and sigma y value, while changing origin and scale. So I want to use these relations now. Okay, so write down solution. Write down the solution or proof. Let u equal to x minus a by h and v equal to y minus b by k. That implies you know the x value. So what is the x value from this equation? X equal to hu plus a, y equal to vk plus b. Next line directly I will use. We know that sigma x equal to h into sigma u. We know that sigma x equal to h into sigma u, sigma y equal to k into sigma v, and rxy equal to ruv. That means r is not changed. R is not changed. Rxy equal to ruv. Rxy equal to ruv. Okay. Now I will come to this property now because I want to use these values. So I will come to this property. What is the property? Regression coefficients are independent of change of origin, but not of scale. How many regression coefficients are there? 2. So first I will take regression coefficient of y on x. So write down next line. Next line. Next line, write down. We know that. Next line. After this, write down. We know that regression coefficient of y on x. Regression coefficient of y on x is denoted by v by x. Is denoted by v by x, and E is given by next line b by x equal to r sigma y by sigma x. R sigma y by sigma x. I have already told R is not changed. R is not changed. I will kept as is R. What is the sigma y formula? Sigma y formula is k into sigma b. And then what is sigma x formula? Sigma x formula is nothing but h into sigma u. H into sigma u. What is k and h are constant. So that means I can write this one as k by h into r sigma v by sigma u. R sigma u v by sigma u. R sigma v by sigma u. Okay. K by h are the constant. That's why I have separated. So that means finally what you are getting b by x equal to k by h into now see this one. What is the b by x formula? B by x formula is r sigma y by sigma x. In place of y you have y, in place of x you have x. If r sigma y by sigma x is there, you can write as b by x. Now see here, r is there as is. So in place of y what we have? In place of y you have b. In place of x what we have? In place of x you have u. So that means what is that? R sigma v by sigma. In place of y you have v. So r sigma v by sigma u. So that means you can write as b. In place of y what you have to substitute v. In place of x what you have to substitute u. That means what is the formula? b bu. So this is nothing but b bu. b bu. Now see this one. What is the read the statement now? Regression coefficients are independent of change of origin. Origin means in place of y you have v. In place of x you have u. So origin is independent. Origin is independent, but not of scale. So what is the coefficient value here? What is the coefficient value here? Here coefficient is 1. But what is the coefficient here? What is the coefficient value? K by h. So k by h is a constant. Constant may be 1, that may be 2, that may be 3, that may be 5 like that. So constant is different. So that is the reason regression coefficients are independent of change of origin, but scale is different. That's why, but not of scale. Scale is different. Here 1 is there. Here k by h is there. Constant is there. So origin won't change. Origin won't change. In place of y you have v. In place of x you have u. So that means regression coefficients are independent of change of origin, but not of scale. Scale is here 1, here scale is k by h different. So that means the property is true. But I have taken only one regression coefficient. One more regression coefficient is there. So I have to prove that one also. Okay, right. Next line. We know that regression coefficient of x on y. Regression coefficient of x on y is denoted by bxy. Regression coefficient of x on y is denoted by bxy, and is given by bxy equal to r sigma x by sigma y. R sigma x by sigma y. I have already told r is not changed. R is not changed because rxy equal to ruv. The property is there. Correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale. That is the reason r won't change. Okay. And then sigma x. Sigma x means what is the sigma x formula? H into sigma u. Sigma x is nothing but h into sigma u. And sigma v. What is the sigma v formula? Sigma v formula is nothing but k into sigma v. K into sigma v. K into sigma v. Okay. Now you can, what is the constant here? H by k is the constant. That should be separated. H by k into, what is the remaining term? R sigma u by sigma v. R sigma u by sigma v. What is the b by, therefore what you will b by x? Bxy equal to, what is the bxy formula? Bxy formula is r sigma x by sigma y. If x is there, y is there, you will get b by x. R sigma x by sigma y is nothing but bxy. So in place of x, what we have? U. In place of y, what we have? V. So that means this formula is nothing but in place of x, what you will get? U. In place of y, what you will get? V. So that means formula will be h by k into bu. h by k into bu. Same regression coefficients are independent of change of origin. X is there, you have u. Y is there, you have v, independent of change of origin. But scale is different. What is the scale here? 1. What is the scale here? H by k. So h by k. So scale is different. So that is the reason regression coefficients are independent of change of origin, but not scale. So hence you can write this statement. Hence regression coefficients are independent of change of origin, but not of scale. But not of scale. These proofs are not required because already correlation we have done. So there I am considering directly the values of sigma y is nothing but k into sigma v, sigma x is nothing but h into sigma u. Directly I am considering rxy is nothing but ruv. So r value won't change, r value won't change. So you are getting independent of change of origin, but scales are different. But scales are different. Okay. Next, property number 4. Property number 3 is completed. I hope all of you understood. So I will go to property number 4. Property number 4. Property number 4. Property number 4. Property number 4 in regression coefficient. Arithmetic mean of regression coefficient. Arithmetic mean of regression coefficients. Mean of regression coefficients. Arithmetic mean of regression coefficients is greater than correlation coefficient. Greater than, otherwise you can write greater than equal to, no problem. Correlation coefficient provided r greater than 0. Provided r greater than 0. Provided r greater than 0. What is property number 4? Arithmetic mean of regression coefficients is greater than or greater than or equal to, no problem. Is greater than or greater than equal to correlation coefficient, provided r greater than 0. So all of you know a and b are two values. How to calculate arithmetic mean? A plus b by 2. So a plus b by 2 is the arithmetic mean. So how many regression coefficients are there? Regression coefficients dyx and bxy. So in place of a, what we have? Dyx. In place of b, what we have? Bxy. Arithmetic mean of regression coefficient. Arithmetic mean of regression coefficient means a plus b by 2. So arithmetic mean of regression coefficient is greater than correlation coefficient. Is greater than correlation coefficient. This you have to prove. That is what you have to prove. That is dyx plus bxy by 2 is greater than r. Is greater than r. That you have to prove. Okay. So I will consider this one only. I will prove. Suppose if you send r this side, you will get greater than or equal to 0 or greater than 0. So I will show that for each and every value that this statement is true. Okay. So for that reason, I will consider this part. So write down the proof because I know byx value and dx value. Write down solution. So this you have to prove. So consider this only. So what is the consider dyx plus bxy by 2 greater than r. Greater than r. Okay. Or greater than, or you can write greater than equal to, no problem. So greater than or equal to, if you want, you can write greater than equal to r. So this is nothing, this implies byx. So byx means all of you know the formula. What is the byx? R sigma y by sigma x. R sigma y by sigma x. Bxy means what is that? R sigma x by sigma y into 1 by 2 is there. So that I will write here 1 by 2 greater than equal to r. Greater than equal to r. This is a simplification. I know all of you how to simplify this value. So you can simplify this value. So that means what you will get. Just will up this one. Yeah. So this implies what is common here? What is common? R you can take common here. So R is common here. So directly you can take common. So that means this is 1 by 2 into R. Now what is the remaining part? Remaining part I will take LCM sigma x sigma y. Sigma x sigma y. So sigma x get cancelled. Sigma y into sigma y. Sigma square y. Okay. Plus sigma y get cancelled. Sigma x into sigma x. Sigma square x is greater than equal to r. So r is there, r get cancelled. That means 1 you will get. So this is nothing but sigma square x. I will write in order sigma square x plus sigma square y. Otherwise you can write sigma square y plus sigma square x So this is 2 into sigma x sigma y. Send that side. That means greater than or equal to 2 sigma x into sigma y. So now you can send this term this side, sigma square y, or you can write in order, no problem. Sigma square x minus 2 sigma x sigma y greater than or equal to 0. Now no term is there. No term means you will get 0. Okay. So that means this is the formula for a minus b whole square. That means sigma y minus sigma x whole square is greater than or equal to 0. If you observe, this statement is true for all the values. This statement is true for all the values. So when you will get 0, if both are equal, you will get 0. So otherwise, you will get a value. Whole square is there, you will get a positive value. So this statement is true for each and every value of sigma x and sigma y. So which is always true. This is always true. Only when you will get 0, if both are equal, then only you will get 0. Otherwise, you will get a positive value. So that means this statement is always true. So which is always true. Which is always true. If this is true, how you are getting this statement? How you are getting this statement? I have taken byx plus bxy by 2 greater than or equal to r. This I have considered. So I am getting this result. You are saying that this statement is true for each and every value of sigma x and sigma y. That means this is true. So you have to prove this statement only. So this is true. So this is true means what is that? Arithmetic mean of regression coefficients is greater than or equal to 1. Arithmetic mean of regression coefficients is greater than or equal to 1. Is greater than or equal to 1. This is property number 4. Next, property number 5. Property number 5. Property number 5. Next property. Before angle between the regression line, this is the last property. So property number 5. So what is the statement of property number 5? So write them. Both the regression coefficients must have the same sign. Both the regression coefficients must have the same sign. The same sign. Same sign means either both are positive or both are negative. I have told in the first property, if both the regression coefficients are positive, you will get a positive, take positive. If both the regression coefficients are negative, you will take negative in that formula. So I will tell you why both are positive, why both are negative, why alternative won't happen. So already you know how many regression coefficients are there? 2. What are they? Byx and bxy. So you know both the formulas. What is the byx formula? R sigma y by sigma x. R sigma y by sigma x. And this is R sigma x by sigma y. If you observe here, standard deviation cannot be negative. Standard deviation cannot be negative. Sigma x, sigma y is always positive. Always positive, greater than or equal to 0. Either 0 or positive. You won't get any negative values, standard deviation. Okay. So in this also sigma x and sigma y, you will get positive values only. Only thing is, you know, limits of correlation coefficient. So what is the limits of correlation coefficient? -1 to +1. So that means either R value will be positive or R value will be negative. So that is the meaning. R value is 0, no problem. If R is positive, you will get both are positive. Both are positive because already these are positive values. So if R is positive, both the regression coefficients are positive. So if suppose if R is negative, R value is -0.2. If R is negative, now you will get a negative value here. You have a negative value. That means both the regression coefficients are negative. So if R is positive, both the regression coefficients are positive. If R is negative, both the regression coefficients are negative because regression coefficients depends on R only. The sign depends on R only. So R value will be positive means both the regression coefficients are positive. If R is negative means both the regression coefficients are negative. That is the reason you won't get alternative. Plus minus you won't get. So that means if byx is positive, automatically bxy is also positive. The reason is R takes only plus to -1, -1 to +1 values. So that means R may be negative, R may be positive. If R is negative, both the regression coefficients are negative. If R is positive, both the regression coefficients are positive. That is the reason both the regression coefficients must have the same sign because both the regression coefficients are based on R only, the sign of R only. If R is positive, both the regression coefficients are positive. If R is negative, both the regression coefficients are negative. I hope you understood. These are all the properties of regression coefficients.